He's a Hall of Famer who owns some of the most prestigious records in baseball.
Hank-Aaron is arguably the greatest baseball hitter of all time.
Yet it took breaking one of the most important records in sports for Hammer and Hank-Aaron to get the credit he deserved. Henry Louis Aaron was born in Mobile, Alabama on February 5, 1934, the third of 8 children of Herbert and Estella Aaron. From a young age, his focus was on the baseball field, not the classroom. He transferred from a segregated school to attend the Allen Institute, which had an organized baseball program. Hank's abilities on the baseball diamond were apparent early on. By the age of 18, he earned a spot on the Indianapolis Clowns of the Negro Leagues and got the attention of a major league scout. In 1954, he made his debut with the Milwaukee Braves. Although the color barrier had been broken by Jackie Robinson 7 years earlier, African-American players still had to work extra hard to prove their worth on the field. In 1957, Aaron had his breakout season, winning the National League MVP award. The 23-year-old led the league in home runs and RBIs while leading the Braves to a World Series title. In 1966, the Braves moved from Milwaukee to Atlanta. Though the team's address changed, Aaron's stellar performance on the field continued. By the early 70s, Aaron had been a perennial all-star and one of the very best players in the game for close to 2 decades.
Between 1955 and 1975, he was voted to the All-Star team every single year.
Despite putting up outstanding numbers year after year, he never quite garnered the attention he deserved.
He wasn't on kind of a major, big city baseball team, and so he definitely flew under the radar for a long time. But, you know, this was also in the days where we didn't have, you know, online and television and things like that. So, you know, it took a long time for people to kind of discover this amazing baseball player.
The eyes of the sports world were rarely focused on Atlanta, but that was about to change, thanks to Hank. Year after year, Aaron had been among the league leaders in home runs.
For, you know, more than 18 years, he had 30 home runs, you know, a season. That's like an incomparable feat, and I think no one has been able to copy that or to match that.
Yet it wasn't until the early 70s that fans and the press began noticing that he was within striking distance of the home run record set by the legendary Babe Ruth. Being on the verge of baseball immortality for breaking one of the most hallowed records in sports should have been a wonderful time for Aaron, but it wasn't. He received racially charged hate letters and death threats during the time leading up to the 1974 season. On April 8, 1974, Hank-Aaron smashed his 715th home run, making him baseball's all-time home run king.
It was an amazing night because leading up to that, Hank-Aaron had gotten tremendous numbers of death threats from people who did not want to see a black man break Babe Ruth's record.
In 1976, at the age of 42, Aaron retired from Major League Baseball with 755 career home runs. He had made a record 24 All-Star Game appearances, won an MVP, a World Series championship, and was the all-time leader in RBIs. After walking away from the game as a player, he went on to work for the Atlanta Braves. He also became a powerful voice for the rights of minorities in Major League Baseball. In 1982, Aaron was enshrined in baseball's Hall of Fame. In 1999, he was voted to Major League Baseball's All-Century team. Since Aaron had retired, the game had changed dramatically. More and more home runs were being hit, and by 2007, his home run record was being challenged by Barry Bonds. Rumors of alleged steroid use by Bonds and other players of the current era tainted the pursuit of the record. In 2007, Barry Bonds hit his 756th home run, passing Aaron as the new all-time leader. Although Aaron had been supplanted by Bonds, there seemed to be a new appreciation for what Hank had accomplished during his career. A cloud of suspicion hung over the statistics compiled by Bonds and his contemporaries.
Well, I think, you know, everyone kind of, you know, talks about steroids in baseball and Barry Bonds and Alex Rodriguez, and, you know, you think of Hank-Aaron, you know, not using steroids, not using anything to enhance his game.
More than 30 years after breaking Babe Ruth's record, he was truly being recognized as one of the greatest ever to play the game.
While Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier by becoming the first African-American Major League Baseball player, Hank-Aaron became the first African-American in the record books, the greatest record of all time. home runs.